in theory, that works now. I should go to my new lot first. Bum, 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 bum. Chat. There's a chat. Okay. Oh, where do we want to build that? It's a really cute little lodge-like thing. It's hard to see in most spots. These. Hey! This is gonna be interesting. Did I figure out all the jugglers? I realized I should have like picked out which lot I wanted to build on, first. I picked out the build. That should count. Hi, Chris. You're gonna have to forgive me because there is a whole lot of settings on these dashboards, and I'm like, yep, there are buttons. There are definitely buttons, and I'm certain they do stuff, and probably some things as well. So I found, and I'm 100% certain this is probably, been AI junked, but it was this cute little A-frame with a deck and like this outside upper deck loft thing that I thought that would be fun to play with and see if it can't get worked out. It might end up out in Solani because, yeah. Let's see. I start, I think. Something. Maybe like that. I think what I'm going to end up doing, one of my tricks, I guess, for working from inspiration photos that don't have, like, you just have a picture of a house, right? There's no scale, there's no measurements, there's nothing, is to go ahead and pick out what I want to use as the doors or windows, like the main entrance area, because then at least I can scale everything else off of that. I really think this needs to be short. Maybe. Let's see if I have a good. That makes it a whole lot easier and kind of skip some of the oh no pain part. Dun, dun, dun. I like this one. However, I have learned a thing. If you use these do not ever register as the front door. Sims will walk right through them and they will stand in your bedroom and you will be, knocking on your bedroom door or whatever other actual door they can find. It's a little ridiculous. Maybe just this guy. Do one of these and then do. That's some. Let's see. Are there any of the windows? Oh yeah, these are the same height. Do we have a wider one maybe? It's a little too wide. I don't think there is a 1.5 wide window, huh? I could stack them. I don't know how to put a. I love these eco doors. Like, yeah. I use this one a ton. Or yeah, the sliding doors though, it's not even just the eco ones, it's any of them. So you know how like in the door area, um, you got all the regular doors, right? And then you have the arches. Anything from arches downward, it will not treat as a front door. So all of these down here, Sims will just act like there's no door there. And I mean, they'll act like there's a doorway. They'll walk through it, but you can't lock it. You can't. It won't like register as a front door, so people will just walk right past it. I ended up with an entire welcoming committee standing at my bedroom once, and it was very confusing. This is pretty good. Kind of want it a little more open. I want this like one more wide, I think. Let's see. Oh, could do. What if we do this? Hold on. I put on Facebook the inspiration. I don't know how to pin it into like Twitch and YouTube so you guys can see what we're working on, but it's there on Facebook. All right. Yeah, that is about what I want there for the front. It's going to be fairly deep. And this one is actually really laid out in a way that doesn't make a ton of sense, so I'm not going to do it the exact same because it's a little bit like, The AI machine probably had a little too much fun and, not enough logic applied to this one. All right, so what it does have that I like though is there's this kind of deck area here. Oops. And let's use this one. And then it's got the stairs coming up right beside this here. I'm just going to grab random staircase right now for planning purposes. It looks to me like it's about too wide. Maybe? I know that looks a little too wide. I think we'll start with here and then we'll see. Okay, but then this deck comes all the way back here and it extends. Oh, wrong one. This way, so at the top of the stairs. I know that the fence is like super wonky right now, but that's fine. We'll fix it. And then in here is where it gets interesting. This is why actually this kind of caught my eye about this one is it's not just an A-frame. I'll show you a trick to make A-frames actually playable in, but this one I thought was really neat because this upstairs area here is actually open. There's not a roof area right here. It's just kind of patio that starts. That's about right. I think once we get rid of all this extra fence, it'll be right. Let's delete all that. There we go. Okay. So I think now what the part that's going to be interesting. So there's two math things, I guess. I know everybody's favorite word. When it comes to loft type stuff. The big determining factor in how you build a loft is where you want the walls to be when you're playing in live mode. If you want them to be visible in live mode, then you place it to where the floor of the loft is on the floor that you are going to be playing on. If you do not want it to be visible in live mode, because you don't want to be clicking through a wall, you put it on the floor above and drag the eaves down. And you'll get the same effect, but then in live mode, when you go down, you don't see the walls. This is like one of my big things for actually making these playable builds. Because I get annoyed at like the ones where you use the loft to do like the greenhouse effect, but then it's really hard to click on stuff. It works great for things you don't want to click on. All right, so I'm going to bring this. This comes about to here. I think this needs to come one more forward here. And one more forward here. I'm definitely going to be playing a little bit with the ratios to get this to work. I did not build this ahead of time or plan this ahead of time, so we're just, We're just going. It's fine. Everything is fine. Um, let's see. And I think then here, if we're going to pull this in, we're going to end up with a steeper roof, which means we're going to have to change this one a little bit too, which is fine. No big deal. Get those to line up nicely. Okay. Actually, I like that angle. That comes down. All right. So then, this is where it's going to get to be a little fun. We're going to put it here. It's going to get mad about the fence. That's fine. So the way I'm going to do this one, I'm going to pull this forward here. And this needs to come forward one. This is all smooth. Okay. So this eave comes right down here. That actually hits just about perfectly. And this one comes down here. Nice. So much to think about. You end up with the one thing that I don't have a very good answer for is these wedge-shaped bits, other than putting another roof right here, which is probably what I'm going to do, and just have it be right here on the front section so it's not blocking a ton of play. This one actually is supposed to be like that. This is how it is in my little inspiration picture, so I will show you a trick for this too, where it's deleting the fence. Let's pull that in, and then we're going to do the same thing on the back side, back here. So we're going to swap, pull that one out, push that one in, pull this way, and we are going to get rid of our fence again. There we go. Looking pretty nice. So look at this, it thinks it's like supposed to be a bar up top. Alright, it definitely looks a little heavy lopsided right now, but that's because it needs the thingamabob over here. Alright, let's suck it up and play. Alright, we're going to copy this one and we're going to bring it down a floor. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with doing this at all. It is literally just a Libby pet peeve thing. I'm silly. I'm allowed to be. One of the things you can do though is instead of dragging the whole roof all the way across, put it at the front and the back, or just one or the other, and drag just the eave. And so now when you are down in this area, it's still open, playable area, and it's not counting like there's a word. It's not closed off because the roof walls stay up. That's the hard part. Hey, devil. We're seeing how I can break the walls of A-frame hood because, why not, right? Don't like this though. I know what I can do. It's gonna be ridiculous. All right, we're gonna do it. It's fine. This is gonna actually break like twice while I'm building, but I'm gonna show you anyway. It's fine. Have you ever done a roof on a half wall? Because this is how you do it. It is possible. It just has some personality to it. All right, I want the roof to actually be right here. So I want it to kind of start this same place here instead of going, I don't want that angle to go all the way down to the ground. So I'm going to drop, I think, one more down. Nope, too far. It's not going to let me put it there because they're technically different floors, but that's fine. I don't need to put it there right now. All right, so now I'm going to grab this gable. I'm using a copy one since I adjusted that angle. That way it stays the same. Shrink you down a bit. Just make this a little easier to see what we're doing. Okay, so the trick here, you cannot go directly from one level of the build to the other. So what you have to do is get it all the way off of the second floor platform here before you can drag it over to the first floor here. Now, Sims has some interesting relationships with gravity. I'm sure y'all have no idea of this at all. Right now, this is completely stable and fine, and it doesn't, Sims isn't mad about it. It's good. It's great. However, when I actually put it over here or over a half wall, the game will get mad about it. And when I go to draw like inside divider for the rooms, it will be like, oh no, there is stuff there in my way. And it will delete. So I usually leave those kind of floating off to the side somewhere and then drag them under right when I'm actually ready to one of the last steps. Let's see, I'll see if it'll do it here. Yep, it yeeted that one. So put it back, and then we will just take you and pull you out here, pull you over here. We're just going to leave it chilling over there for right now. And we're going to draw, oh, I think one more higher. There we go. Nope, too far. All right, so we've added this little half wall enclosure here now to our A-frame. Yep, and that has that. This has this column right here. So in this build, this entire thing, oh, this is gonna mess this up anyway, is off the ground a little bit. Actually, it's a fairly decent bit because it's kind of up on stilts. Let's see. I think for this to work, we're gonna have to move back a little bit from the edge of the lot, or make that one skinnier. Let's see. What do you think? That's pretty nice, actually. I really wish we could just do triangle walls without doing roof shenanigans. That would be so nice. EA, this is my wish list. Please hear me. Let's see. I think that will work right there. All right. If you are jumping in and haven't seen the picture, it's on Facebook. I don't know how to pin it on the stream places. There's probably a fancy way to put the picture. I feel that though. I feel that. I'm like, it's not even the spiral stairs. What was that? I was trying to remember. There was something the other day. I was talking to my husband and I'm like, does this, it doesn't even have to be the spiral stairs. I'll give up. I will let go of the spiral stairs if they'll give me this other thing. And I don't remember what it was now, but it was like not even a big thing, but it's just this annoyance factor. I probably want one like this where it's just like, this is so petty. Like it's such a little thing, but it's so annoying. All right, I'm gonna do this. That is floating, and now out here we're gonna have, it's kind of a rusticy build, so we're gonna go with this guy. Put him down here. Oh, I missed, didn't I? I did miss. There we go. And we're gonna put another one of them right there. That way it doesn't look like our platform's just, hanging out in midair somewhere. Okay, show you one other thing. This is just a me thing. Roofs will clip over into the floor beneath them and above them. So if you're ever building and you get this bit of roof sticking over your floor, that's because technically that's on. You could put another roof above it. I mean, I would like spiral stairs. I wouldn't be upset about spiral stairs, but I'm convinced at this point that Sims can't walk in circles, and that's why we don't have them. Um, Squirrels. I told you. This is going to be a squirrely build time, y'all. If you get this roof sticking over, it is because what the game actually wants you to do is go put a roof on the floor up above that. That's why. So anytime that happens, it's because you can actually have a roof above there. That's how to get rid of that. Okay. And this has a nice deep overhang here. So I'm going to hold down shift, pull this out. Doesn't quite go all the way to the front edge. Do the same thing up here. Yeah, it's actually looking pretty close to our inspo, other than this is now annoying me because that's a different heaviness than that one. We're just gonna have 2 doors. It's fine. That's better. Maybe. I might change my mind again. It'll happen. I'm fairly certain, when I posted the pictures for this build, or posted the little thing about it, I'm like, if you want to see the squirrels, by the time that I take these builds and turn them into like a 30-second reel, y'all, there's so much editing. So much editing. Okay. I actually really like this a lot. I'm gonna make somebody mad right now. I know it. They're gonna say, don't delete the wall, it's gonna count as outside space. Okay, so that was the point of this one. It's supposed to be outside space. I, yes, would like more roof space. That whole, preteens and the in-between moments from childhood to teen, yeah, yeah. I avoid parenting a lot in The Sims because I get massively overloaded with busy households. Like I have one right now that I'm like, all right, I really want to try. I've been doing this legendary mode rags to royalty, like super hard. So, how broke can we go kind of thing. And it's been fun and I'm like super attached to her at this point because it's been a lot of fun. And she met a guy and they were one of the couples where you can just like leave them alone and they hit a gold star date. And I'm like, okay, this is easy, this is great. And then they're like, I'm like, if we're gonna try this whole legacy thing, I guess you should actually have, another generation and not just stop at one in theory. So I'm like, I'll try it. I will give it a try. And uh she had twins. Like, thank you, EA. Thanks so much. I'm sitting here going, maybe I'll be brave and try this thing, and you give me twins. That's just not even cool. Like, why would you do that to me? So we made it through. Yeah. Uh huh. So basically at this point, I made it through the newborn stage because they're just objects. They sit there. It's fine. The infant stage wasn't awful. There was also a butler and a nanny, and I used Sacrificial Junior has a mod called Life Manager, and you can generate a family tree, and it'll actually like create the Sims and everything for it. So it was I had it generate family trees for both the mom and the dad. That way they would kind of have some connections in the world without me having to create a whole bunch of Sims. And the the grandparents, I think her parents, called and they did, oh, we're coming over to help with the new baby. And so for a while, there was like 8 people in the house. But half of them I didn't control. So it was okay. It was fine. And it got through the infant stage. And then we got to the toddler stage. And one of them got the destructive trait. Or the destructive quirk. I deleted that quirk so many times. And it came back. And it came back. And I said, and we're done. so, so they are normally, they got speed boosted to children, and now I'm sitting here like, it is. I'm just like, why? And there's like, there's nothing about her that was like destructive. I was aiming for have one that was like really artsy and creative, and one that was a little more like sporty and athletic and do stuff because that's kind of how the parents are. And yeah, and then it was that, and it's like, well, but why? So I didn't survive a destructive toddler. Was, but oddly enough, I have not been back on. Yes, like, oh my god, I am an artist. Yo, I can get the paint off the floor. Um, I haven't been playing them as much because, yeah, overload. All right, get this back up here. That way we can still put that back. All right. I swapped I don't know if you noticed, I swapped where the doors and the windows were because the thick on the outside was bugging me, but the thick on the inside looks good. And here's going to be another Libby sad moment. They teased us with Adventure Awaits. I am still mad about this, by the way. So with Adventure Awaits, we got... Too far. We got this window, right? And it's beautiful. It's a fantastic window. Where the heck are these two pieces? Where is that piece? Right there. Why? Like, it was just mean. It was just mean, EA. So instead, what we do have that you can fake this is glass walls. But yeah, so they're currently children right now, and I have not been back a whole lot. I will. Um, there you go. That could. There's gonna be some shenanigans here. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Well, like, I mean, it actually is clear on the. Hmm. Okay, it is actually clear on the inspo picture as well, or clear like all the way through. Has a little heavier bars, but that's pretty easy to fake. We can throw some columns up here and do that. Um, and we can add some trim to give it a little bit more division, or we can do another trick. Actually, I'm not sure how this, if it'll automatically lift the roof pieces too. It did not, but I wonder if I can get wiggly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my other like I was building a house and I'm like, I'll do a little base game house. It'll be fun. It'll be cute. And why in all of the packs, not even just base game, but we have this window, Chunky Boy, and we have this window, Itty Bitty. Why is there nothing between Chunky Boy and Itty Bitty? Like, I just want a medium-sized window. That was it. That was all I wanted in my life. But no. EA said no. No middle-sized window for you. This is me pouting dramatically about it. I think what I might do is swap these to the seamless glass. I think that's going to look better. Because then I can use columns where I want them to be instead of it putting its own in there. That did not do what I wanted to, so we're going to take that back down. So what's happening, this is what I was talking about earlier with half walls, or no, I'm sorry, not with half walls. When you use roofs as rooms, they don't drop. The walls don't drop in half wall. And so if you're trying to play and click on stuff in here, to me, I get frustrated. Like, I don't want to have to play spin the mic around, or spin the mic, spin the camera around when I'm playing a game. That's just a major, like, no, that's not why I play this game. I don't do this so I can do that. Oops. Um, I think that one I deleted anyway, didn't it? So I did. So I tend not to use them quite like this. That's what I was doing the roof up above before. But I think in this case it will be okay. I'll survive, probably. I'm going to, so interestingly enough, I actually didn't know it would do this. The fence that was wrapping around is appearing inside the roof, which normally you wouldn't see, except that I'm using the glass roofs. That's interesting because like the one that where it clips through the roof goes away, but not the other one. So we'll just go ahead and delete that. Pull that back over there. Okay. Now I've got a cleaner look through the top there. That's better. Okay. So what it has here is this kind of awning. So I think what I'm going to do, I don't know if I still have enough roof here for it to let me clip on top of it. Nope. I love slimy. I need like 40-hour days. That's how it's going. Um, doesn't everybody, right? The I am absolutely in freaking love with that over the top, absolutely ridiculous jungle bathroom build. It started as, I found the Pinterest inspiration for the one shower, and it started with that. And then there were choices. And I'm now I'm now building the entire like main royal house themed on that because I got hooked. All right, now that one won't come down, so that's gonna stay. I like that. This one actually, I'm not gonna leave solid, but I need it there for the moment so that I can put the pieces. Their words. And I think, oh no, I have that one clipping over too. I'm gonna leave it. I'll leave that there. Yeah, I don't think. So right now I have, so that build is going very, 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 very slow because it's like hyper extra levels of detail, but that's fine. Like that one will be one I'm just going to keep kind of puttering along. And I'm going to do the restaurant next, and I think I'm going to aim for, I want it not totally commercialized, but also not like, they did. Did you guys notice this? I just thought to actually check. I didn't notice this until now. I noticed it with Adventure Away, so I was about to grab this one because I use this a lot because it is double-sided. We got our first double-sided shingle roof. Oh, that's the royalty pack. They listened a little bit. I feel you on Willow Creek. That was a doozy. I was struggling a little bit by the time that I did it all on New Orleans. So I had the city to draw from, but I know, right? Did you know that? I didn't know that. Um, I'm excited. The having that helped a whole lot because it was, instead of trying to like fish stuff out of my imagination. I'm gonna take a screenshot actually and share that because that's exciting. Um, and now I lost my train of thought because that was easy. But I when I did it though, I wanted every neighborhood to have at least. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, you can do the same thing with houses. Like I don't know. I went and built a whole lot based on actual places, so I was e-stalking realtor websites for them, which actually works surprisingly well. Uh, yeah, that works. There we go. I'm kind of liking this. Okay. Um, yeah. But so instead of trying to just like come up with houses, because yeah, no, my brain just taps out after a while. Having actual realtor websites to work from helped so much. There we go. All right, this here. I'm going to use these Adventure Awaits wood, and I think what I'm going to do. I'm thinking here. So this is clear now, all the way through, except for that opening. And I wonder if I take the room part. Oh no, it's still going to be. I'm thinking how I can get this a little cleaner looking right across here. But I think no matter what I do, because these are roof pieces, if we had angled windows, I could use angled windows, but no. So I'm gonna be sassy about it. Uh, let's see. If I can take maybe the column. So this has it divided like 1, 2, and 3, and I do really like that, but I think it's gonna be hard to do with the glass. I don't know that I'm going to be able to shrink those far enough. Nope. So I'm going to go... We'd have to use different pieces for that, but that's fine. That's doable. I think me and my bestie are about to have some playtime. Tool, I need you. Come to my rescue. What color do we want? This one? It's a pretty nice color. What did... That looks a little too finished, I think. A little too round. So that's the other one I really like. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, we're going to do shenanigans. Go up here. And... move. This one is conveniently already lined up, and I want to go on the orange. See if it's half a tile over. Wrong way. There we go. Did you guys know you can move columns with tool? Oops. There you go. And then go ahead and extend that. That's better. Just keep thinking of ways to do the inside differently, but I don't think there's really anything I can do right there. Because I can't pull either of these over. I mean, I could resize the entire build. That would be, you know, another option. Yes, I do like those day dresses. The royalty pack is like, they did good. The build buy is freaking solid. I think if I make my life easier by making this one wider, I will be much happier with it. I do it. I have never so like people comment on my reels and stuff and they're like, you don't know how to fail and it's so good and oh my god, you make it look so easy, and I'm like, y'all don't understand. And the build along, I was working with actual blueprints. Like I had actual blueprints of a house and I still managed to change my mind that much. Let's see. Let's go down here. It'll be fine. Decisiveness is an overrated trait, I'm pretty sure. We're just going to move this over here because, so this is my reasoning, because this is what I can do. I can take this and open this up, and it's beautiful. But also, I can completely get rid of this, pull this up to here, pull this up to here, and I'm getting, that's so much cleaner now. See? That's so much prettier, right? Sorry. I would like to point out, I said a bunch of times, you don't have to do it the exact way that I do it. Y'all can do whatever. It's your build. Just because I have a case of the squirrels permanently in my brain, and yeah. They live there. It's a party all the time, nonstop. Okay, because now I can go back here and I can get my little column buddy, and he's just gonna pop right there all nicely. See? He's happy. And it's like somebody commented on one of my videos the other day on something, and they were like, "Do you guys just sit there and like go through all the pieces and try stuff?" And I was like, "Yes." That's exactly what I do. I'm gonna look at every single one of these until I find the one that actually works for this build. And if that means we try out every single wood pattern, then we try out every single wood pattern. It's fine. Everything is fine. Exactly, right? So now I can even do, all right, this is lots of little advantages to doing this though. Okay, I'm gonna move this kind of out of the way. There's two ways to do this here. I want one of these. You know what? Hold on, show you a trick. I know I'm gonna want to split this here because I want this one to stay over here, but I'm gonna use one over here. So I'm gonna take this, put it off the edge a bit. So now I have both pieces. So I'm gonna do this, pull that over there. I'm gonna grab this flat one here in the middle. I'm just gonna take it all the way across because what I want to do is have. I went too far. I went too far. I want a wood trim up there. Oh, you would. It's fine. That's fine. I can fix this. Try this one. And that'll behave all the way around. There we go. That was all I wanted. And I think then what would look nice is let's get kind of a... I'm going to change my mind on wood flooring like 6 times. Are y'all prepared? Ready, set, go. This... Okay, that actually looks really good though. All right. And we'll go ceilings. Let's go down a floor and get that area. I'm not super worried about all this out here right now because I'm going to play with it some. But now I have this nice little wood ceiling right there. See? It's cute. That was totally worth, just a little bit of redecorating. It's fine. I want to have... Actually, now I think I can even do, because we went one wider, I can use actual columns here and here. Now this is a little too fat though. It's a little too chonky. Let's go get... Tell you what, I would probably buy the Get Together pack just for this daggum column. Like the skinny column. I use this thing so much. She got you the first time? Yeah. There we go. I wanted it to be just a little bit like heavier here, thicker here. Some chunky spots, some not so chunky. I want to see. I think these are all about the same, aren't they? No, this one's a little thicker. Cooperate, you dadgummit. There we go. Did you know if you hold down shift, you can put trim in only one part? Because remember when I did it earlier, it was sticking through the roof because it's wider than the roof. So hold down shift and you get it just on the front like that. And just on the back. There. I think that looks pretty nice. Fix these. And then I'm going to do the same thing here, I think. And put... Well, I guess technically there's not a room there. We can fix it. I'm going to go grab this flat square. Best tool of all. You look like you're going to be cranky at me about some stuff. That's okay. We'll figure it out. All the way across. What did you just do? Oh, that's okay. No, my husband listens to me too, and he's just like, he's the, he makes fun of my, both my musical inclinations, because I will just sit here and wiggle and make happy little sing-along noises when I'm just puttering away building. But he is... Oh, I deleted my roof up above, didn't it? No, it didn't. Okay, no, never mind. We're still good on that one. I just need to put this piece back. He was talking the other day. He's like, a lot of people make their videos, but you should, record ones where you're talking your way through your decision process. So that way other people would learn from it. And I just kind of stared at him. Like, what? Like, do people... No. Nobody's going to follow my decision-making process. Like you're acting like there's a reason other than try that one. Don't like it. Try another one. So, uh, all right. I wanted that so that I could do this right here and give that a bit more weight and do the same thing back here. There we go. Okay. Just a little bit more of a divider there. Yeah, we don't really have a better... Is that a better wood color? Oh, that's a better wood color. There we go. I like it. It's a little silly, but it's fun. Did I lose an actual roof up here somewhere? Oh no, I just have... No, I did. I apparently managed to eat a roof at some point. I have skill. Oh, no, I know why it's doing that. Hold on. We're gonna need to divide and conquer. Because I think... Oh, hold on. If I do that... Oh no, that'll work. Okay. I want to make sure it wasn't clipping through. Alright. We might have to do some funky stuff up here. We'll see. Oh, it's taller because it's wider. That's right. Physics happened! Okay. So this is not a solid in my inspo. So, let's grab Ye Old Faithful of every builder ever, right? And make ourselves a little gazebo-like thingamabobbery. Oops, I went too far on that one. Across here. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete these before I have 4 million of them to delete. We're going to have to play. I think I made it. It's going to have to come back some. It really is just sticking over the stairs. I feel like mine is like one wider than they have. Like maybe like this one's not here, but the roof is open. This is where AI pictures are a mess because physics. I mean, yes, game physics are also interesting, but AI physics are not helping. I have Pinterest boards like out the wazoo because I'll just be that's my like I don't doom scroll social media because it trashes my mental health basically. That's the honest answer. So instead I doom scroll Pinterest. So this is dangerous. All right, let's see. Okay, I can be good. I think, you know what? I don't know if I can put a column on stairs, but we're gonna try it. We'll figure it. We will figure out a way to put a column on stairs. Ah, this is so cute. All right, let's grab. I think it needs a wooden fence. Let's see, something not too rusticy, but not super fancy either. What do we got? What do we got? Just simple. I kind of want to like. I don't know about the wood color. Should we change the wood color? What do you think? I think we should change the wood color. Yeah. So the problem is that if you click on one thing on Pinterest, it's like, oh, you like that style. Here, let me show you 16 more things in that style. And then one of those is like, ooh. And then you click on that one and repeat endlessly. And then there's your day, and all of a sudden it's, the husband's coming home going, did you eat today? And you're sitting there going, maybe. And then he says something like, besides cheese, and then you're in trouble. At least in my house, that's how this tends to go. Okay, I think I see what is kind of bugging me here. So in this one, and I don't think that this is actually physically possible the way it is in the picture. I could probably do something. So this has, I think their roof is still a little steeper. Actually, it might be why. Now that I've made it, let's do that. Let's make this a little steeper. It's not going to come in farther over here, though. Not really. I'm thinking. Because I don't think it needs to be wider over here. It's got here, and then what's actually, what I'm looking at in the picture is it looks like what's actually happening is that, let's grab this one. This and this is open without a, actually, like it looks like it's coming all the way back to kind of here without the, and then that's open to the floor below. And I like that look, but on the picture, it also looks like it's open all the way back to like here, but also there's stuff right here. Because, you know, physics. Physics is a flexible concept sometimes. Let's see. Oop, I definitely don't want to delete all of it. What kind of shady shenanigans can we do here? If I make it one more deeper, I have an idea. Alright, a little crazy. Okay, if I do this, hear me out. I made the walls medium walls, is what I just did. And I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to pull this forward one because I still want it to line up here. Pull this forward one. Then I can take this here. I'll have to move all my little pieces. That's fine. We'll get those in a second. Pull you forward one. Because now actually I think it is just really weird. Because that space cannot both be open and not open at the same time. That's not how physics works. That's why AI built y'all. This is why. You know what? Nah. I think we're just gonna... It's fine. Let it go. Nope, it's fine. So, I think I'm gonna leave that like that. It'll just be externally lofted. That's a thing, right? External loft. Uh-huh. Yes. Because it's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know if you, I don't know how to share the picture. Because it really, like, I mean, I could kind of see it. So, okay. What it looks like it's doing is that it looks like this is wider, I think is part of it. But there are, I don't know that I can pull the roof in enough. I mean, I might be able to. So what it looks like on that is that this is all open all the way to here. And that actually like this right here section is like 2 wide instead of 1. And then it goes back and then this is the bar area and then loft internally. Except it looks like this might even be farther back, to be honest. I'm sitting here thinking, I mean, I can do ridiculous things. We can do ridiculous things. Let's do it. Let's do ridiculous things. Okay, so if I'm going to pull this in one and pull this in one, maybe. Having said that, oh, that is actually how it is. Okay. All right. This is going to be interesting. So, this is actually not that wide though. So this one down here was still... What did you just do? Okay. So this is here. And actually this does look, like ratio-wise, that looks more like it was supposed to look. Because it is pretty steep. But, ooh, that's going to be crazy to get that back out though. How badly do we want the... Oh, that's cool. An Among Us build would be fun. No, Jason, this is Pinterest's fault. That's what happened. It's on Facebook. Is the picture? There's got to be a way. I don't know. Can I share photos in chat? No. Chat's like, nah, man. That I'm working from, and I'm breaking everything because it is absolutely one of those where like the AI machine had fun on Pinterest, and now it's physics. Physics are a problem. I think I am leaning towards, let's see, what I can do. Because that's going to have the glass regardless, because that is how, because EA does not love us enough to give us windows or, you know, literal single wall roofs and not tile roofs. This is my sad face. I think we're going to go with it. Let it go, let it go. Grab some wood and let's see what happens. Sometimes the answer is, maybe not. There are some times that I will fight until the cows come home to get something, but not all times. Let's go put some trim around. Oh, that's not the one we used, is it? We used this wood. They are like they are cute. I will give them that. They make cute babies, but still. I wait till you stumble on the ones of my child started playing Sims this week, and oh my goodness, it has been chaos. It has been glorious, absolute chaos. I haven't posted this part yet, but he had his first, hold on, let me rephrase this. He tried to have his first Sims wedding where he took his guy to marry Liberty. And they still had no romance bar. So weirdly enough, the get married option wasn't showing up and the propose option wasn't showing off because they didn't have any romance bar. But he downloaded a wedding venue, and it was the base game one, and it was, let's see if I can find it. Oh, he's a nut, and yes, he's currently like grounded from coming in here because I'm like, no. No. All right. Dum, 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 dum. I want that. This one. So he picked out this one, and it's an adorable little venue, but it has these two little pools in the front of it, right here, and it's a bar. And he decided he would leave it as a bar, and they would go get married at the bar. It was going to be a surprise when Liberty came home from work, and they go to the bar, and they still can't get married. So now he's trying to corral them around the bar, and they are doing all of the things that Sims do at bars, which none of which are actually helpful things. And he's like, "Why is Mike swimming? Like, why is he swimming? Why, Mom? Why is Mike drowning? He's choosing to drown, not swim. Get out of the pool, Mike." Mike does not get out of the pool. So he's like, "What? What? Get out!" And he's like spamming the button here. Mike does not get out of the pool. So Mike drowns. At what was going to be the wedding. And he's just like, I'm like, well, Grim is going to show up in a minute, and then Liberty could plead for his life. And he's like, nah, Liberty doesn't care that much, I don't think. I was like, what? And he's like, Mom, can you romance Grim? And I'm like, wait. so, so, so Mike's urn is now floating in this venue. And he's got Liberty and the baby. And Grim shows up, and he's like, "I'm gonna talk to Grim," and he's like, "The baby knows Grim. Mom, can babies be friends with Grim?" And I'm just like, I don't know. So, at this his first attempt at a Sims wedding, the groom died. The the groom drowned. The bride is now trying to hook up with the Grim Reaper. The baby is apparently besties with the Grim Reaper now. It's just like, I don't think I'm playing The Sims right. I was like, I don't. And he's just, you know, cackling. And then he's on the baby, and there's things like, this thing's already broken. It's fine. You can play in it. It is. I told him, I'm like, you have definitely achieved a true Sims wedding. Like, yeah. Groom showed up. The groom died. What else could before the vows were exchanged? No child support. No inheritance. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's been absolutely hilarious listening to him like learn these things and figure it out. It's just like the utter madness factor. Oh, let's see. Put these are instead maybe. They're solid. I want to do solid wood stairs. Ba-dum-bum-bum. It's a little too red. It still looks like so wonky heavy this way. I think that maybe that's part of the reason the picture is from this angle. Because pictures like this. And I'm like, uh-huh. It's fine. It'll be better, I think, when that's into. And ooh, I had an idea. I, you know. Oh my god. Yeah, I believe that. 5 minutes after finishing, you're on. I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, so I'm trying to follow both chats. So if I lag sometimes, that's why. But I think mine is I built a replacement for the Love Highland because I kept throwing. I wanted to throw a bachelorette version of it, um, instead of like a couples version, and I've now hosted bachelorette type things there, I think 3 times on 3 different saves because I am that person. New save, it's fine. And every single time the bachelors burn the kitchen down. Every time. Inevitably, one of them stands in the fire. The bachelor, my favorite was this last time, is he stood in the fire, burned. Grim shows up. The bachelorette pleads for his life. Grim agrees, and he's giving the whole like, "Oh, you saved my life. It's so great. Thank you so much." The game, so and so is now eliminated from the competition. I was like, "What?" Like, oh, this, hey, chaos, absolute utter chaos. Okay, let's see. All right, if I need to put rooms in, and then I can actually, put that there. Is it always the guys burning stuff down? I don't know. I guess I can't say that because I have definitely had some of my female Sims. I usually play female Sims, and I've definitely had them burn the house down on multiple occasions. And it's like, what are you doing? Why? Why are you doing? Like, you are now grounded. You are not allowed to touch that stove anymore today. All right, I'm gonna swap this one over. Get rid of the bright white here. We're making it fashionable now, kind of, sort of. This. There we go. that better. Which railing do we need to fix the railing too? Foundation definitely needs to be different. Hmm. I don't know that I like it on stilts. Maybe if it's lower. Your cow plant. Yes, Chris. I cracked up. Thank you for testing that. I still have not let a sim meet Grim because I'm attached. None of them get old and die because that's sad and I don't want it. um, but that was fantastic. I actually didn't know that the undead cow plants would still eat people. So I thought that was going to be a safe addition to my venue. It apparently was not a safe addition to my venue. I was wrong. Yeah, I just turned aging off. I admit it. I'm just like, no, either that or I will go into if I want aging on in general, I can in MC can MCCC, you can actually set you can flag a specific sim as immortal and then they don't so it's two options. There's one where they can't die and then there's one where they don't age and don't die. And so I usually have mine flagged that way so that unexpected things don't happen either because attachment issues, I guess. I don't know. The world's crappy enough. I will keep my happy little place in here. Thank you. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ooh, I like that darker edge. Let's do that. Darker edge, run it around. That looks nice and crisp. All right, I think I'm gonna grab the stairs. Let's get the darker stairs too. There we go. I think it's ending up looking a little more like chic modern than the one I started with, but that is okay. All right, so this one now has, so the half wall comes forward to here. And that's the same wood pattern. And then it has fence, has a low fence running around the edge of it. And it's a different fence than what's on the top. I don't really know why. It's more like a bench fence, like the kind you could like, you know, where you could sit on the top edge of it kind of thing. I don't think we have anything quite like that though, do we? Could do. Nah. I told Elric there were people following. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I figured if I'm gonna stream, I might as well just do both. And so I spent a little while this morning trying to figure out getting OBS to talk to all of the things. And I know Twitch has like all kinds of craziness you can do as far as like stickers and buttons and stuff. I don't know anything about all of that. I confess I am never a person who watches streams because squirrels. Um, I will eventually figure them out, probably, and get some of that set up. Alright, where did my fence go? Ooh, could do that. Might be fun. I kind of like it. What do you think? Is it too silly? It's a little silly, but it's cute. Hmm. Really? So is Twitch one that's more like it actually tells people that you're following or people that are following you that, stuff is happening? I know that I was talking to John once about my husband about the one of the problems with Facebook. He's like it's both yes a push to like get followers. Like Facebook has creator metrics for us that it's supposed to, some of it is goals we're supposed to hit every week and some of it is like stretch goals and things you're supposed to get and they incentivize it, and they're a mix of things that are achievable and things that are just like honestly batshit. And the I was talking to my husband about it and explaining that like he's like, but you have you know, 21,000 followers at this point. Doesn't everybody see all that stuff? So it doesn't like every post have 21,000 views? And I went, no. Like, no, not even close. Facebook is pretty atrocious about, you know, I follow somebody, but so what? Like that doesn't necessarily mean Facebook is going to show me their stuff. Yeah. I think the string lights are fun, and I want to do like little hanging lantern things up here. Kind of give it, you know, a nice vibe. I am pretty digging how this is going though. This one does too. So this has a fence on, or a half wall here too. Okay, I see. And then now these go back one more, and this goes back one more. Aha! And that goes there. And we're gonna grab that one there. Sorry. What time zone are you in, Double? Yeah, I know for like East Coast people, this is an absolutely like insane time. Uh huh. Oh yeah. It is like so. I work full time as a content creator right now. There are lots of reasons. Whole complicated story. I'll tell you if you want. But it is a constant challenge of figuring out what the different algorithm is going to push this week, and then it changes, and it changes like current events change things. Like a couple of us were talking the other day, and have really noticed that like when big world things are happening, our views on posts will drop way down, which makes sense, you know, right? But it's also if there is a sporting event trending, or if there is, and it'll categorize our stuff super weird sometimes. Like for a long time, it kept telling me my posts about comedy were my best posts, and I'm like, I don't. I mean, Sims is funny sometimes, but that's not what I try to create. I don't, you know, I'm not aiming for comedy videos. Just sometimes they're funny. So it's a little bit like this is both cool but also frustrating. All right, let's see. So this is my ground floor, and this is what I talk about, like the view when I actually play. This is what I would want to see, because I hate playing the swivel game when I'm actually in game. That frustrates me. Let's start with the siding inside, and so there is right now a full wall right here. So there's choices here, y'all. This is gonna get people salty. If I go and actually this time it shouldn't. Nope, it does. So this is I have learned recently that this is apparently people's like pet peeve ever, is that if you do this, it becomes outside light. Like you can see how the light just changed here. And apparently this frustrates people. I don't have that particular frustration because I just use um, whichever light is there is then what I adjust to when I'm actually, you know, going in and doing the lighting in the building and stuff. I just realized that there's live chat. Yay! Okay, it is just. I'm like, if people are. I just realized that YouTube has like different chat channels. Ah, I'm learning stuff, y'all. Uh, Squirrels. But I've learned that that apparently makes people very salty. Like I did a different A-frame build, and the number of people that commented, "Don't delete the walls. Now the light is ugly." I'm like, you just build for the light that's there. It's fine. That apparently was not the right answer. But I'm gonna do it again probably because otherwise that is a. I mean, you can just ignore the space. Ooh, I know what I could use it to do, like a little fun fireplace kind of thing. Could do something like a little bigger window than that. One of the my Sims aren't allowed to actually have fire because they burn the house down too many times. Things could go there. It's tall enough, and I think actually I am gonna go ahead and delete, even though it's gonna make people mad. Because I'm thinking here. It's hard. Because what I want is no, because then I pull that in, it'll clip over. Never mind. I forgot. I was thinking I could use that for like the outside of the kitchen wall, but that is right where this roof is going to go. I mean, I could split the roof and do it in two pieces with an open area in the middle, but now that's getting into a whole lot of crazy. I don't know if we need that much crazy. Yes. Oh my goodness. I have learned recently a fantastic trick for when the ground is uneven or you've like landscaped and stuff is sticking up over it, especially the bigger rocks and plants. Go dump them in the basement and then pull them up from the basement, and it works way better than trying to pull them up or place them from the top down. And then you just have to, stick some light in the basement. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. Why do stairs drag anything? Or God forbid I have stairs inside and like there's art or something that's on the wall and the wall stays there, but the art goes away with the stairs. Like, what? That's not how physics works. Okay, we do need this to actually be functional, right? That was kind of the goal here. So the inspo one is just basically a big bed. Okay, so mine is officially way bigger than the inspo too. That's fine. But I think I want to make it like a little tiny studio instead. I think it needs a back door. Am I the only person that's paranoid and only leaves their Sims with like, or never only leaves one entrance? Is that just me? Do y'all do that? Cause, cause I just have visions of them like managing to set fire to the front of their house or something stupid, and then they can't get out the door and they're stuck in the house, and I'm like, maybe it's just mom vision. It could be that. Mm-hmm. I will say though, doing a one tile block challenge and then watching like the robbers show up and then get frustrated is fracking hilarious because they can't get in, they can't do anything, they can't actually rob you because they can't get in. It's fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and do. Oh, hi hubby. You can come say hi if you want. I told Squeaker he was grounded because he's.
Yes. I tried to call you back because you told me to call you, and then you didn't answer your phone, so I started panic, and so I came to check on you.
Oh no, that was her child calling you actually to trying to figure out how to cook ramen.
Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, I saw the after effects, so
uh, I haven't yet. Sorry about that.
he just too much water. He did. It's fine. Everything's fine. Um, yeah, I have to go back to work, but then I will
Be
come back.
home. Okay.
So have fun.
Yay! We're building an A-frame and breaking physics.
Oh, we're good.
Or, experimenting with physics.
Screw physics.
Overrated, really.
All right. Bye bye.
Love you! Yeah. He's a really good. I am a very lucky woman. He's amazing. But he is, we are, he is, retiring from the military. Thankfully, we were gonna do that in a few more years, but, I will try not to get massively political, but due to the current political climate, went ahead and are getting out now. So he is retiring after 27 years in the military. Is It's a lot of work actually retiring. So he's navigating that while I stay home and do this stuff and start a business streaming. Well, content creation, not just streaming. All right, here we go. Now we have a back patio and we need some stairs. That way our Sims don't trap themselves inside the house. Yeah. It's a good one. They said it was very sweet that you were worried about me and came home. He's,
Don't tell me to call you and then not answer your phone.
I don't think I told you to call me unless oh no, that was, I'm like, I didn't.
No.
It was ramen. There was a crisis over ramen noodles.
Apparently. Alright. Take this stuff, get some folders. Where's that other paper?
In theory, they should all be in that cabinet over there. Or not the the folder. That's what that accordion's for. I like this store. I think I'm going to use the... Do you know this has a frosted version? Did y'all know this? On the swatches, there's a frosted version and a clear version of all of these door patterns. I think maybe I use the frosted one back here. All right, so we're going to turn this into a tiny house. It's not going to count as tiny house bonus. We're going to turn it into a tiny little, fully functional place. Yeah, fire alarm. Oh yeah, we could go ahead and do the alarm. I am bad about forgetting that one. No Robin Banks. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and put the fire prevention system because we know it's going to happen. There will be fire. All right, so we have... I'm thinking if I want to do like living room setup here-ish maybe. So you kind of come in by the living room. That makes more sense to me than coming in by the bedroom, you know? And then put bedroom back here-ish, I think. There's enough space. And where do I want to put the bathroom area? What do you guys think? We could do it. Let's see. If we move this door over a little bit, we could put a full bathroom right here. And then that I think is enough for a kitchen. Yeah. I think that could work. What do you guys like? That's not huge. And then if it's like, if you wanted it to be more family friendly, you could put like another little bed, or you could split that up into two separate beds. Love you. No, you do not need hugs while I'm streaming. um. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to block a spammer on Twitch. Bum bum bum. I found this once before. Nope. Nope. How do I... There you go. There we go. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm learning to navigate all this stuff still. But yeah, so he is... I totally lost my train of thought. Okay, anyway. Squirrels. Dad snuck in, so Smalls was like, I can come in too! No. He is also ADHD as all hell, and he comes by it legitimately. I admit it. I own it. That is my fault. But he eats my brain. Then there's really no brain left for anything. Let's go ahead. I want to bring these colors down now that we've gone a little darker here. All this wood down. Okay. Oh, what happened down here? Oh, so it's foundation. Oh, that's right, because I drew rooms. Never mind. I think that could work. That's actually pretty spacious for a starter kind of small build. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of space for kitchen, and then it could either be an island dining area, because then up here you have this kind of social hangout area too, so we don't need a whole lot inside here. And I've even got enough space to do a 2-tile hallway right here. Could make it 4x3 or just 3x3 maybe. You can put a double bed in 3x3. Not if you, enlarge it to kingdom come. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Hmm. I almost want to leave that open, but that feels a little weird. Is that weird? I guess some people like privacy in their houses. I suppose. But yeah, I could do. I'm trying to think of a couple of different ways I could mix this up. I don't know. It's like it just feels like I don't like this. I don't like all this space right here tied up. So I think I'm gonna mix this in a minute. What if we do this instead? Take this one here, turn the bathroom so it's that way, and now it's just a one tile hall, but it's a short one tile. So in theory, they won't get stuck there so often, right? It's a good theory. And then I could take this one even and come up a little bit so there's a little bit bigger bedroom. Because that's still, yeah, that's still enough for like a little social area. Kitchen, dining, plenty of space still. And actually, probably even office there, to be honest. Can you tell I do tiny houses a lot? I actually really like micro houses and stuff. It was a next scan. There we go. Okay. Um, I do really like micro builds. Did you see the 18 tile absolutely ridiculous build? Because I forgot that tiny builds are 32, not 18. That was my own fault. I think this will be okay. All right. All right. It was absolute and utter chaos. I made an 18 tile house that was for a family expecting a baby. So it was everything for a couple, but also a bassinet, and yeah, in 18 tiles. Why? I don't know why I did that to myself. Just because. Hmm. I do think I'm going to not do the whole wood color inside. There we go. I like that. Yeah, it's a pretty nice little shape. Simple. And then social and activities up here. All right. So if we do that now, if we're done, I think I'm done moving walls around. I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna commit. I think that back porch is plenty big enough. I mean, it could go bigger, but meh. Doesn't need to go bigger. Nah. Let's see how it looks now if we pull this guy, and this is what I want to see. But this is where, like, once this is in here, why are you? Oh, I need to bring it down one more. It looks like okay. That whole like once I connect that to the build and put it over the half walls, I need to not touch it anymore. So let's see if that's the right height now. Boom. Go here. We need to pull it the rest of the way through. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? It is. So the trick with that, well, there's I guess two tricks with it really, um, is that it stability is what's weird about it. It is if I draw a wall again, that's just gonna poof and vanish. Even though it like over here hanging out, not touching the house, it'll be fine. But the minute it touches the house, all of a sudden, apparently it's delicate then. So anything that makes the ground do the little like poof reconfiguration thing, yeah. Or did you mean the 18 tiles and I've completely squirreled? Probably. like where this is going. Okay, let's do, I think that works for me. Bathroom, bedroom, living, kitchen area. Okay, let's do our inside. I don't think I want to do the same dark wood though. Do something a little different in here. Too bright? It might be too bright. Or do we just want to like not do wood at all on the inside? What do you think? So it's like my go-to favorite white. I'm sorry, excuse me, y'all. This white with the like boldly brushed with the Desert Oasis is my favorite white in this game. And I use it a lot. If you download one of my builds and you're missing an item and it's from Desert Oasis, it's probably a white wall somewhere. Ooh. The blue with the dark. Kind of like that. Kind of light blue with the dark. Roofing is, I don't know, it hits my like happy Tetris spot. Like I've always been a Tetris fan, so pure, yes, I like that one too. And the hand painted, that's my, like, if I want something dark, this one. Like, I love these colors. This teal is like one of my favorites. It's a really pretty. But these are like all super saturated, rich colors too. This is that. This is the one that came with royalty pack, but I kind of like that. Like it's not fair. Fair. I think I just called it 3D Tetris once, and so it stuck in my head that way. And you know, once things stick, they're just kind of there sometimes. I think I'm gonna do that. I really like the way that looks. Let's do. I think we do need to stick with a dark floor though. So let's just do the same. And this wood. This wood is the best of all woods. Buy Eco Lifestyle for the wood. Go click on Boosel's profile and get the loaded link, and then it's cheap because it's on sale all the time. And it's amazing. so, so I shouldn't say buy a pack for a certain floor pack, but, you know, it's a really good floor pattern. I think it's real cute. All right. Whoops. Too far. Let's add some windows. So I think one of the, so we can't really put window here because that's blocked by that roof. This is magic space. It's not actually there. We definitely need something though. So maybe here. I mean, honestly, could probably do the same thing in the bathroom too. What? I wonder, does that? I'm curious. Is this one of the things that works if you shrink it? Sorry. I am so sorry. You might end up playing Sims again. That was sincere, right? Totally sounded sincere. About as sincere as my child when I make him apologize for something. I think that would be cute. I actually don't know if this is one of the things that's functional when it's shrunk, but in theory, it should be. We're gonna try and see. That means I'm gonna have to set fire to something. That shouldn't be hard. And then see, like, depending upon how much mods and CC you run, sometime in the next 30 minutes, it'll load. Oh, speaking of mods, who mods? Like, do me a pop or a bump, because I'm not gonna explain all this if nobody mods, because that would be silly. But there is a really cool thing that mod community just got. Yes. Oh my God. Every single time that that question comes up, I'm like, but how do you play? Because like, and even then, it's not just like how do you build? Because if I'm a super modern build and someone said buy cottage living, I would be kind of frustrated and upset. Cottage living is fantastic. It's gorgeous build buy, but it would not. be what I wanted to build for any of my modern style builds at all. Tool is fantastic. I will say if you Tool and Better Build By are like if building is your jam, it is 100% worth getting Tool and Better Build By. They just give you so much more. Um, oh man, y'all, Tool is my bestie. I'm going to actually, I thought about doing a live class for Tool, and I might do that too. Um, because a lot of people says it's confusing them. So I thought about literally just going, all right, y'all, I will log on and I'm just going to sit here on live chat to answer questions about Tool and explain Tool. Um, Tool basically gives you the ability to do all kinds of shit. Sorry, apologize. Shift T, you have to have Better Build By to have Tool in build mode. That's the caveat there. It's absolutely worth it because the other thing Better Build By does is it gives you organized debugs. You can actually, for real, search debug items, and it works depending upon how well EA tag them. It works pretty well. But you can also turn on and off. Oh, no, not content. There we go. Debug, live edit, custom content, filter things in and out very easily. So instead of having to type the command and then like reload so that the stuff stops showing, you could just uncheck it. So super, super useful. But Tool, when you have Better Build By, you can also use Tool in build mode. And it's like, originally was take objects off lot. You just click on your thing, it turns green, and you can click way over there. Or, way over wherever. And that's what it was. Yeah. I didn't think, did I use it in the build along? I was trying not to. If I did, I'm sorry. I was trying really hard to like make it base game and no mods and my bad. Um, I wanted it to be as accessible as possible for people, but the beyond that, like that was its original functionality was to let you do that. What breaks a lot of people's brains is this one, and people see this and they stop. They get lost on the grid here. Um, what this lets you do is move things in any direction. It's a grid. That's all it is. The green line is your X, the orange line is your Y. So if I want it to go this way, I'm going to have to do something like put a 1 first and then a 0 because I don't want it to go this way anyway. And so it went left. Okay, well, crap. I didn't want it to go left. I actually wanted it to go right. Well, let's do -2. And now it's over right. Um, yeah, I'm so sorry. I tried. I didn't mean to do that and then build along. My bad. Uh, the That's it. This one is not. People get really overwhelmed by this one, but honestly, you don't even have to know it. You can just experiment with the directions. Like you can literally just sit here and go, okay, well, what if I do -1 and then 1? Oh, well, that moves me diagonal. But it lets you move things in really tiny incremental directions, but it's also a fantastic way to like nudge things. Like, for example, I'll use it to nudge paintings just a little bit into the wall so they're not sticking out so far. So I'll move stuff like 0.1. So it's just not sticking out in my face so much. The others it does are pretty self-explanatory. Elevate lets you move stuff up and down. This is how a lot of builders move stuff down into the ground without having to do the basement trick because I can just go into Elevate and go -2 and it's down there now. Um, or I can lift it up 4, move it up into the sky. This lets you, and again, this is another one that finer control is a huge thing. So if you are using 9 and 0 or bumpers and D-pad up and down to elevate objects, a lot of times you end up with it's like a little teeny tiny bit floating off a surface. It's because the point. Okay, hold on. The 9 and 0 move in increments of 1/10. So 1/10 of a tile up, 1/10 of a tile down. And a lot of times, for some reason, surfaces are at half of that. Why? I don't know. This is a source of never ending frustration for me. So, a lot of times, what I end up using it for is to literally take something up or down by 0.05. And it's that tiny. It's so little, but that is the distance that it's floating up or off the shelves. And yeah, yeah. Rotate, fun one. That is how, if you saw the inset shelves, that's what I was doing with this. It literally is rotating things. So you get a green circle around it, and that's the direction it's going to twist. So, well, let's do 90. If you do 90 degrees, it goes this way. Well, I wanted it facing that way. Well, do negative 180. Um, if you say I don't want it to go this way, I meant to turn it whatever, just you change your axis and now you get a new circle. And every object has 3 circles. If you are working with the live edit objects specifically, this doesn't apply to any of the normal game stuff. Not all live edit objects are coded like full objects. That's why they're not in the regular catalog. So sometimes when you rotate them, it will look like nothing is happening, or it will look like just the little green square is the only thing happening. And it's because the mesh that we see, the visible mesh, is not connected to the frame, and so the visible mesh stays in the same spot. Really only happens with the objects that weren't really intended for player use anyway. So, um, yeah, rotate, and then scale is big, make it bigger, make it smaller. And this is another one where you can do, you know, way bigger than EA normally lets you, right? Because you can only go 4 up or down. Um, or you can do the same thing. I use this one a lot. Make it super, super tiny. It's all the way over here. Little green bed. Uh, it's another one that I use for smaller increments, especially for rugs. Rugs are my personal pet peeve. Like, ah, why? Why do rugs go from like minuscule to massive? Like, why? I don't understand. And so I end up using it all the time to do like 1.25 or 1.3 to get a rug that actually fits into the area I want it for. Um, yeah, like it's not, it's just opening it is different. It's shifty to open it. But I think, honestly, I think what happens is people hit that move button and they see that grid pop up and it's just short circuit brain. Like, it's just off. Brain has turned off, panic mode ensues, and then nothing gets processed anymore. Uh, but it really is just base game mechanics made to give you more control. We can do all of those things in game. Like we can rotate, horizontally. This lets us rotate in the other 2 dimensions. We can scale things, but only this far. That's really all it does, but it's really awesome for those things. And you don't have to take it and do absolutely obnoxious things like build inset bookshelves because you're not crazy like some people are. Not saying any names or anything. Let's see. I like this kind of chunky light. Let's think. I think I'm gonna use it in the bedroom though. It's a nice like headboard. Put the bed there. I don't know if y'all did I make it too dark for y'all to see? Possibly. I wanted to see what it looked like, how the build looked in the dark, because that's usually how I kind of decide where I want lighting at. Is evening, or at least check. Always check it. One habit I am trying to break is don't automatically put the little super subtle saucer light everywhere. It's a struggle. The struggle is real, y'all. It is the best light of all lights. Let's be honest. We know this. And so, but it makes a huge difference in your builds when you don't just have this super bright light coming from one direction. It creates like a whole different depth and dimension, and things just look better. Like, just better when you've got that added stuff going on from different angles. That's kind of pretty. I don't know if that fits our. I love this light. This is the Grange Mudroom light, and it is one of my absolute favorites. Just brings joy. Oh, I just like its lines. That's a good one. We're gonna use that. I like that whole set, to be honest. Although it might be replaced by the Maker boho set as my absolute favorite because that one's just nuts good. I think that's a nice little. Let's see. Good for living room? I think that's plenty good for living room. Let's give our kitchen dining area some light. I think this one for right now, I am just going to chunk a saucer up there because I'm going to wait to see exactly how we lay that out. And pretty happy with that for the bedroom. I don't know if I want these this high. Let's see. Maybe pull these down. I don't think I want to pull them down that far either. What if we compromise? Go right here in the middle. Oh, actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity. Hey, all right. See, the flicker, right? This is the flicker drive everyone crazy. I don't shoot me. I don't like the Alice in Wonderland stuff. With the caveat that kid stuff in general is not my jam because kids aren't my jam in the game so much, and I very like I'll build family venues, but I struggle with like nurseries and kids rooms. Um, we'll cliche this. The flickery effect where you get overlap, if you go in Tool and resize something to 0.999, visually you can't even tell the difference, but it is just enough that one of the surfaces goes on top of the other according to game science, and the flickering stops. And that is such a nice thing. Yeah, like I don't know. Like I like the little turtle chair, and but it all of it seems like it's huge, like massively oversized. And I like the little bunny on the chair. I did use that in a kid's room. Um I had an idea. I haven't actually done this yet, and I don't it's not my style, but I think it would be pretty cute to take the one second, let me pull them up together so I can show you what I mean. That's that one, right? Wonderland Playroom, Maker's Packs. Let's go here. I think what would be cute to do though is to take the Alice stuff, and there is two makers kits that have come out. There is Ice Moon's Cozy Cough. I think it's Ice Moon's. I'm gonna if I mess up who did them, I'm sorry. And Hydra did this like sweet um kit, this like sweet stuff, and then so it's all themed like that. And I think that if somebody took and did like a tea house with this stuff, it could work. Wait, there's not even a bed? I didn't notice that. I'm gonna be honest. I did a pack review of the yard charm, but I didn't do a pack review of that one because I just looked at it and went, I don't know. I bought it because I always tell people like if I'm running contests and stuff, you can use anything, so I bought it. But I mean, it's cute. The little dodo bird is the art is cute. I do like its chess table. I will say that, and I wish its chess table had like come out a week earlier because I was looking for a fancy gold chess table to put in like the castle builds. That would be handy. Um, and these are cute pieces, but yeah, they're huge. Oh, okay. I like the little door. The little door is cute. Uh, but I don't know if somebody thinks like tea shop stuff. I think you could get a really cool um you got some fun going with like all because I don't know, I just felt like these pieces kind of did go with it. So yeah, like, I don't know some of the stuff. Let's see, because where's more of Hydra's like that? Like that's a table. I don't know. I haven't actually like looked at the stuff together. It was just when I saw the Hydra kit that was my idea. It's like, oh, maybe like a tea party with all of this ridiculous stuff. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I think I did finally manage to use one piece of the SpongeBob kit for something. It took like a month. Um, oh, this table. I do like this table. I will say that. I think in my head canon though, this is a flamingo table. It just is. Sorry, sorry, dodos. You're already extinct anyway. It's a flamingo table. Uh, yeah. I don't know if anybody does like venue builds, but I think that could be a really fun venue. I don't know. Yeah, it was definitely not my jam so much. Some of the maker kits have been like, oh, those on the other hand. And I know there are people salty about it. I understand. We're not getting into that right now. I'm not going to get into it. personal opinions, everybody their own thing. I am spending my own money. I do not work for EA. I am not an EA partner. Nobody gives me nothing. But I bought it. So I do like the little mouse on the chair. I think she's cute. Um, but some of these are just so pretty. I am absolutely obsessed over the boho kit because look at this. Like, look at a makeup tray. We actually, for the first time, got a pretty clutter makeup tray that's not like anime looking. Like, it's crazy. And the plants. This is my obsession plant. It's my favorite. It goes in every build now. I'm sorry. If you get something missing in my build, it was probably that plant. The odds are not. Yeah, the odds are good. And it's got these little tables and this. An actual comfy, cozy looking chair. Right? I love it. Yeah, like I think the tea set could work and make a cute like just really go all out into the whimsy for it. But I don't I don't know, like that's not I can see that it could be fun, but it's not a style of build I've ever done and I don't know. I wouldn't even really know where to start on it in all honesty. Um it would definitely be a bit of like fishing to try to figure out like okay, what do we do? Speaking of though, I might use. She's. I don't know. I don't know. We've gone a little bit more modern rustic, haven't we? Though not so much country rustic in here. That's too big. And why are end tables always too big? Tell you, favorite plant. It's just there. It lives there. I do not understand the sense of proportion of tables. I just don't. Like, why are bedside tables always too high? I do like this. That's what I was gonna. I wanted to pull that piece back out because I think that was this little belt detail there. That's cute. Let's see. Nah. Ooh, well, that could actually work in here. So I think that's the boho one. Not loving either. I think I'm going to go get. All right, focus. I'm supposed to be focusing y'all. All right. The focus is Brocus. Yes, I love the planter with the feathers. Um, I posted a reel. I think it went live 2 hours ago. I'm actually not sure because I scheduled it ahead of time. Um, I went on a spree playing mix and match the flowers to fake your CC because there are a bunch of them that like by themselves are kind of like eh, doesn't doesn't hit my love happy button, but that they combine with each other really really well and then you end up with something that's a lot fuller, a lot fluffier, a lot more colorful. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Um oh, I didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh. When you accidentally hit the show all button. Okay. I need a bed. We need a bed in our build. So we've gone kind of like country modern. Country but with a modern twist. I hate the texture on this bed. I like its shape, but I don't like the quilted texture. I want this one in like 60 million more colors. Yes. I love the Industrial Loft Kit. Hi, Legrox. Welcome. We are attempting to focus on building a bedroom. It has not worked. Focus is hard. I'm not good at that. If you're looking for someone who stays focused, this is not the place. um, ooh, that kind of works in there though. I kind of actually like that. I think. I think it is going to end up needing a little more light though. Depends. What other colors do these come in? I don't know. Like I really like the belt detail on that though. I absolutely love the Industrial Loft. The rug that came with the Industrial Loft kit is, I think, probably my favorite rug in this game. Like, it's a nice size, it's got nice colors, it has a nice texture. This bed is also my other probably favorite because you can tuck the headboard completely into the wall, so you don't get that all. I think the pillows are too big though. Um, but then you just get this like super nice neutral draped bed, and you can do anything with it. Ooh, greens, and with our Tans, reds, darks. I kind of like that green. Let's do the green. Greens and browns and blues. I think I like it. Yeah, because then I think this works too. Ooh, maybe that brown? I guess it would probably help if we put these up on tables. Might make a difference. All right, let's have the I'm sorry, the daily fight with nightstand size and EA's version of why is my nightstand bigger than my bed? Does anybody else have a nightstand bigger than their bed? I don't. I am trying to keep. Okay, I think I'm keeping up with chat. If I don't keep up with chat, somebody yell at me again. Cause I have it on like two monitors going over here. So, all right. I do like that actually. It's just so big. I know, that's what she said. Go ahead. It's fine. I hear you. Not quite. The yeah. I know, right? Like I would absolutely whack myself in that. My husband tells that I am a flailing octopus at night. Sorry. Yep. He's given up. The covers are all mine until I'm done with them, and then they're all on the floor. This is the other one I use a lot. Oh, okay. I guess the way it is right now, it does look like a prison mall. It's fine, but it's a bedroom. I like this table a lot, and I probably use this way too much. But the one from Snowy Escape, I do also this. Oh my goodness, I need to show you guys this. Okay, caveat: I have a massive crush on Balia's work, and I have like for a long ass time because she's an incredible designer. But look at the texture on this table. This is Reader's Nook? No, not Reader's Nook. I don't remember what. Reader something. Her kit. And oh my god, I went on a Valia CC kick in my I had CC days, and I had actually installed literally everything she made to where it's like I had subscribed to her on Patreon, and when the email would come, I'd be like, download, just yes. So like I was, yeah, it's fine. I like her stuff. But squirrels, y'all. I told you. Do you like the industrial one? Mm, no, I really think this. I think this one. This one has the advantage of not having to do silly shelf hacks to get it to fit. Usually, I'm definitely running a small bedroom right here though. If you guys know how like if you do this and then you try to put something on the table, it like well okay that one doesn't snap to that table, but it floats in the air up above it. What I usually do to get around that is put it on a shelf on the wall and then just shrink the shelf down and hide it at table height. Because then I don't have to deal with it fighting the snapping. I don't know. I want to love those, but I'm not loving those. What do you think here? So we have kind of like sexy modern rustic going on. No, no, no. Oh, yeah, yeah. What do you think? Maybe the darker? Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is what I was talking about. There, that's a good example. All right, right, you get this thing right here, and then it's super frustrating to deal with. I don't deal with it. I go to my favorite ever kit. Y'all, if you have watched my videos for more than 3 days, you have probably seen me. If you have seen more than three of my videos, you have probably seen me talk about the Sleek Bathroom Kit. It is the best kit in all of kits. Um, but I do this. So I attach them to the shelf, grab the shelf, shrink the shelf down because it just vanishes then. And then also this lets you put things like off center and in cool spots on the table too. It does mean that technically they are attached to the wall, so if you are playing with walls down, they will vanish. Not because I literally just placed them so they're going to stay, but just so you know. Yeah, sleek bathroom is like, that's just builder's candy. It was phenomenally well done. Let's see. Do you like that or do you like the green? Let's too blue or green. Okay, now we could change the blue walls probably since they're kind of leaning into this whole green and brown thing. Told you, decisions. My favorite part of building in The Sims, I don't ever have to stick with any decision I make. The bulldozer is my friend. Kind of want something neutral, I think. Ooh, into the desert skies. That's a little bit of that off-white. I kind of like that. Maybe now with a big rug. I think that could work. What do you think? Definitely needs a rug. Let's go get my favorite rug. Mm-hmm. Like the Supreme Shelfie alone, I, yeah, it's ridiculous how often I use that. Because I'll do that same shelf trick. I use that for, I don't know, so many surfaces because I don't like how things are slotted, or I'll get annoyed and want either more slots or less slots or something. Oh, nice. Let's see. Do you come in a little brighter color, maybe? No, you come in. Ooh, I kind of like that. Sagey green. It's a pretty texture. I think honestly, and I don't know why this is, but I do think it's interesting that what I am seeing from the maker kits so far, the big difference is in texture. So like, I don't know if I can even zoom in close enough for you guys to see this here. I'm gonna try. I'll put free camera. Okay, so this is one of the maker kit rugs. Look at the detail on this thing. Like, it's nuts. It's beautiful. Instead of I'm not gonna shame EA rugs, but it's that detail is like, yeah, it's candy. It brings me joy. I am probably like, I'm not an alpha, not alpha. I am not an alpha CC person. I ever really was, but the yeah, and they're like, all of them are like that. Like, I don't mean to knock EA socks, but compared to like, this is the newest kit, and it's like not near as pretty, or the newest pack. Um, like I like Maxie's match, but I like it to be not quite so clay. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if there was like a hybrid or a little tabble of more detail into my Maxie's match stuff. My favorite theme of room. Oh man. Um, is this like a long term commitment, or is this right now commitment? Right now, I am massively obsessed with this dark jungle spa theme build I'm doing. Um, yes. Yeah. Eclectic colors and like textures and things are, yeah, absolutely makes sense. Uh, but da. Uh, Lacrux, do you use Facebook at all? I'm just easy. It's the easiest place for me to pull videos from. I have been doing this dark jungle build that it started as a shower. It all began because of one shower, and I made this like waterfall super luxurious shower, which and then it was like, okay, I really love that. So then there was the bathtub, and then there was the sink, and then there was the toilet area, and at this point, I have probably spent a like, okay, well, fine. What other social media? No, I guess actually they are on YouTube. Ooh, maybe. I think I uploaded them on YouTube. Hold on, I gotta see. I try to remember to do all of them. Um, but the like I don't know. My if I had to define mine would probably be like realistic detail maybe, but in over the top builds. Like I really love. Whoops! Ah! I broke it. I broke the YouTubes. I'm sorry, y'all. There it is. Okay. Hold on. Why will you stay on the short I click on? Alright. I'm not good at YouTube. Hold on. How do we do this here? 1 second. Y'all can laugh at me. It's fine. Guess who doesn't watch TV or doesn't sit there and doom scroll social media a ton? Ba-dum-bum-bum. There it is. I don't know why it keeps skipping off that one video. Hold on. Going, 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 going. Yeah, there it is. If y'all are hearing the music, I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. No, that was me. I'm so sorry. I was trying to figure out how to like link a video and I am not. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. Hi, Whiskey. Yay! Uh yeah. So I go through a lot of different styles. It's usually a kick. Like right now I am on a kind of modern tropical beach kick. But if I had to pick something that I consistently go back to building, even if it's not necessarily the dark jungle style, I like those level of builds. I like builds where I get super intricate with the decor, um, still functional. I am 100% a build to play in person. I have massive pet peeves about like things floating in air when you're trying to play and you're having to play swivel the camera to see around stuff. That drives me up a wall. Um, but I want them to feel. I don't like. You put a single green chair. Was that just to troll him? No, this is so. We've been breaking. We've been trying to figure out an A-frame whiskey. Like, it was a Pinterest find, and I was like, that's cute. Although I think this one might actually end up out in Solani because it definitely has gone more into like not the woodsy rustic version that I started with. um, this could totally fit out in Solani. It could, right? Yeah, it has come out very cute. There's been some interesting physics of trying to figure out the absolutely what did AI do to this dadgum build, you know, picture off Pinterest and yeah, no, I think this would totally go out there because I have. So I'm still working on like the Southern Island cluster, and I know I have a restaurant there, and I think one more residential build, and then I'm going to have like some super luxury, like the modern resort things, modern tropical stuff around that. I'm really bad at names, y'all. Around the bigger cluster with the other beach. And then the one island that's off the grid that's where I'm building the jungle spot one. It's going to be a like royal. It's because it's where the noble mermaid queen is living. So it's um, oh man, I don't even know how to describe this theme. I want it like temple meets jungle ruins meets over the top ridiculous luxury spa. That makes sense, right? That's what we're going for there. And then on the big island at the north, it's going to be like a little cluster village on that big lot. And at the top little lot up near the volcano, it's going to be like a little research outpost station and like a culture museum. Because I'm a nerd, basically. Yeah, I am very excited about this. Like, it's definitely my happy builds. It's just been some of them are slower to make content for. It's kind of the hard part of content creation. There's just always a little bit of a juggle between the things I want to just go haywire. Oh look, there's a green and brown table. How convenient. Or dresser, I mean. The things that I want to just go haywire and build versus the things that actually work for content creation because they're like there's the pragmatic of like trying to edit a multi-hour video into a real format. Oh, I am familiar with the lava. Man, lava and I have issues. Actually, I usually put the lava trait on the island as well because it's fun. So, or I have issues, both. Tool, another thing tool is useful for because I really don't want to delete the walls because then I would have to redo that roof over there. There we go. Bring that down. Okay, getting a basics there. I might leave this one as a, I think this might actually be cuter if I don't go completely over the top on this one. There we go, not signed up. I feel like it needs more than it has right now, but it doesn't need, I don't have to go, you know, I don't have to go over the top crazy. Uh, no, I am super excited about the Solani stuff. So that's probably this evening I'm gonna go back out. I've got so the jungle one's what I've been working on, but it's honestly like one build of that a day because it is so detailed and intricate. Um, like I spent I think 3 or 4 days just in the bathroom because there was like the shower was one day and the uh, bath was one day and the sink was a whole nother day. Partly because I keep trying to figure stuff out because I get the good idea fairy comes to visit and then I'm like, I want this. And yeah, then I have to figure out how to actually do that. That's the hard part sometimes. Ooh. I don't know. Too modern? What do we think? Maybe too modern? Hmm. Too big. Nah. Ooh. Actually, I think I like that. We have a warm brown color? An orangey brown? No, I don't like the orangey brown. What else we got? We have a not black but is dark something color? Because that's, oh no, okay, there's dark brown, I guess. We have cool black and dark warm black, I guess. That's too mushy color. Nope. Ooh, I kind of like it. I think where the blue walls are going to have to go again. My plant's going to have to move because it's big. Or we could do, let's see. I could do this instead. Ha. All right. That could work. You just get, especially if it said Solani, look out the door, watch the view. You finally got the demon chicken? Yes! Okay, but did you do it with the tree or did you do it by fighting the chicken until she gave birth to the black egg? Because that's fun. Just be careful. You can die to chicken fights. I would know. So, yeah, a plastic dollhouse is a good description. Like it's not like it's not bad and when I look at like EA's default builds, I totally get it because not everybody is rocking a gaming PC and doing all the crazy. So I like that it is more accessible because absolutely heavier decor is heavier load. But I also, for my personal taste, I like the heavy decor, so I tend to want things that way when I'm actually building for myself. I think my lamp is still gonna have to go though, because I'm gonna need somewhere to put stuff. All right, we'll take it off for now. Living room. What do we need here? Do we need a TV? Do you need a TV? I mean, really. Technically it works, but I don't like it. I wish we could put lots more art in these TVs. What I really want is this sucker with like a ton more art. Mm. Oh wait, I said I was going to change the blue walls, didn't I? Okay. Many things, many things, many things. I kind of like this. But I think if I was going to do it, I would want to put it at like a diagonal right there. And I think that could work. All right, I'm gonna show you a trick. Okay, in theory, I'm gonna try to do this without breaking that roof. So, for those of us who have joined later, Ellie, in the ridiculous things Ellie has done, there is a roof right here over this half wall. That's all it is, right there. So that fits because I wanted this to end on a straight. But that, as a general rule, makes the game angry when it's connected to a build because it will try to, for some reason, they lose stability then. Even if they had had it before then, they lose it. I don't actually know why. But sometimes, if you put a wall away somewhere else and then place it, let's see if it. Nope, it broke it. It was worth a try. To push it way up there. I guess technically it didn't break it, delete it, but it pushed it out of the way. All right, option number 2. I love the demon chicken chicks. They are hilarious wandering around. And mine apparently was like narcoleptic. It would just walk around and fall over asleep all the time. And I'm like, I don't know why it's asleep again, but it is. And I could fix that roof, y'all. I'm just being lazy because I don't want to. I don't want to take it apart again. Let's see, what do we want over here? I like this. All right, I'm gonna do something a little bit. It's totally a custom table, right? I like it. Just playing with shapes here. All right, so we're gonna use our tool mod again. All right. Other uses for tool, you can move things into place without them snapping. All right, so we're going to go diagonal this time, and we're gonna not a full tile because if you did 1-1 and you would end up all the way back at this point, and that's too far. So I really want to do, this is half would be right here, and I really want it a little farther than that, so I want it maybe 3/4-ish. So we're gonna try 0.75, 0.75, and I don't remember which way was positive, negative, so I'll have to adjust. Completely the other way. All right, that's fine. Negative 1.5, negative 1.5. Pretty close. We got to get it out of the window a little bit. All right, so now we want to go this way just a tiny, which means one of these needs to be negative. Let's see. Wrong way. 0.2 comes there. Let's try this. Is that out of the window now? Yeah? 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 Okay, elevate. Let's try 1. And maybe a little smaller too, I think. That way it doesn't look like it's overlapping. What if we do like 80%? What do you think? Crazy or too crazy? Your chicken steals from the ranch hand? That's impressive. No, I got a kick out of him. And actually, at one point, my gal totally did die to chicken fighting. And that was one of those like, exit game. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here. Nope. Nope. Definitely not. There we go. All right. That's kind of fun. I think now I want to move it a little bit more. Again. So let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Really wanted it to be like right at the corner. There we go. Ha ha ha. These also things that you sometimes things that you change the elevation with tool will have the same problem where every so often they'll have stability issues. So if you come in and like decor is missing off your shelves or stuff like that, that's usually what it is. Yeah, I took a video of my gal losing a fight to the chicken because it was so hilarious. I'm just like, I don't even know how to respond to that right now. It was fantastic. Coffee table. All right. Why? So coffee tables, another one, like end tables. Why are these the size of the moon? Ooh, that actually isn't even bad full size, but it's. Let's see. Nah, too big. Yep. Yes. That was doing the wild style challenge, which oh my god, if you like fast paced challenges that are keep you very actively playing, not just waiting on things to happen, that is a fantastic one for that. Okay, I think I actually really like that with that. And wall color. I got distracted again. Okay, what wall color is going to go with our sofa? Because I am really digging that sofa. Yeah, I will probably do it again. That was, for me, that was when I was doing the Willow Creek makeover, like you were talking about it, and I had hit the point where I was struggling in that one too, because it's just like, uh, yeah. I'm glad I did though, and I don't ever mind when people poke me to do base game versions of stuff. Like it's fine. I don't. Not everybody has to buy the games. Not everybody wants to buy the games. Okay, rock your socks off. Not everybody can buy the games. Totally legit. Ooh, I don't know. What do you get like? Huh? Gray? Is the gray too like? Meh? What do we think? That's just totally a valid description. I'm sure of it. So I think I don't know. I might leave it for now. It's kind of I can't decide if it's like too muted or if it's like a subtle balance to all of the other stuff going on. Just don't know. Decisions are hard, y'all. Um, definitely need some art. There's something on the wall. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. Because the kitchen might make a difference as well, depending on what we decide over there. And it's not a big enough space to have different things on the two walls, I don't think. No, not that. That's literally a security gate. Nope. Nope. Mm, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Uh, actually, I don't know. Kind of like it for now. This is definitely a very eclectic style mix going on right now, but I do kind of like how that pops out that color on the couch. Okay, so kitchen. Let's do that. Let's work on your kitchen. Oh, I have that problem. Sometimes when you get these shapes and it's just like, I don't like doing makeover builds very often for that reason. Like shell challenges are fine, but a like take one and make it over, I have a hard time with because I'm like, nope, but, mm. Like, do you have like octagon shaped roofs and shaped roofs, rooms and stuff? Oh, gotcha. Okay, those are fun too. Salty does a ton of those if you like that kind of thing. Yeah, that would do it. Let's see. So kind of modern. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I always want more counter designs. Maybe? Let's see. Like that, maybe? Let's see. Then we could put a... I love that sink. I use that one a lot. And we need an oven. Let's see what we need. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. 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 Nope, don't like any of those. Okay. Kind of like that. Because I don't think that... Does someone have a fridge that matches? I don't remember. No. I also, like, I swear if EA would just put up kits that was like a complete set of kitchen appliances or a complete set of kitchen counters. I guess the counters they usually do. But like, give me a complete kitchen room. I would buy that. Here's my money. Please take it. None of those woods match. I like this fridge a lot, but none of those woods. That doesn't look right with the handles are so different. I know. I'm like, I would give you my money. It's you can have it. Please don't give it away to other places. No, I don't really like that one's too rustic. Nope, 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 nope. Hmm. It's almost like this one is like a gray color. It's not actually white. Definitely not. But then it's got these fancy handles, so none of this stuff is matching. I mean, that's technically the same handle, but it's not the same color of gray. Ah! Why do you do this to me, EA? Why?
Because I just woke up from a nap.
The... You know what? We're going to have to change the stove because none of these match.
Can I watch you? I'm wearing clothes.
If you can watch quietly.
It's okay. Wait, is this gonna advertise?
I'm live mic and live camera right now. So,
If this advertises me, I swear.
listen, I need you to stay off camera though, because it's a kid thing, okay? Do you hear me? Kid safety is you don't come on camera. Okay?
Come over here. Wait, the camera's facing this way.
Yep, you can see down there. Alright. That one wasn't working.
What? How's the camera there, though?
Hmm?
Look, the camera's facing towards me.
Devil is waving at you from the UK.
Hi. I'm waving back, but...
Alright, let's see. So that's the one I just... Wait, that's not the one I just had out. That's the Parenthood one. Okay. Well, I would... Oh, I'm from Finland. Hi. I'm from Finland, too. We've been to Finland.
Yeah. From the Netherlands.
That's where we're moving to, yeah?
I'm finally allowed to talk. My voice was sore. I'm like, I can't speak.
Your voice was sore from not talking?
Yes.
I believe that.
she knows I talk so much that if I don't talk, I have a sore throat. I don't know how. Also, may have been I haven't drinking anything, but
We're moving to the Netherlands, actually. So that is
yeah, like next year. Well, no, like less than a year.
this summer.
This summer.
Couple months. Oh, that's a base game one. That looks pretty nice. No, we're actually moving. No, we've been to Finland. I like Finland. We've been up there a couple times. Um, we've lived in Germany for 6 years now, but we
I
are.
thought 7. Well, no, this is gonna be the 7th.
Nope, this is 6.
Yeah. We
Um,
did plan on moving before, but then craziness. We ended up not. We were gonna move to the UK, but we ended up not. Remember?
no.
We were planning on moving, but then we ended up not. And we were going to move to the United States.
Oh, 3 years ago when we went.
Yes.
Before we extended. Yeah. Yeah. But now we are staying over here, so we're moving up to the Netherlands. That's actually what.
Yeah, a lot of our friends there. A lot.
Oh, fun. Holland is gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful.
Wait, we're going to Holland?
So Holland is part of the Netherlands, yes.
Woo! My God, there's so many people.
All right. Let's see. So we're getting okay. Squirrels. This is also the reason that half my squirrels exist.
It's me! It's me!
It is
It's me!
yes.
I'm over here!
You are the squirrel factor. Oh, let's see. Ooh. Ooh.
That could also work as a poker table at a bar. Or a royal. Oh, that's a royal. It's a royal table. That's classic. What kind of vibe are you going for? Modern?
It's kind of a modern rustic, I guess.
I think that's maybe that
Uh-huh.
orange. Ooh,
I
pretty.
built
Wait.
a windmill. Oh no. He is well aware that he is squirrel brain. That's cool, Bloom. Bloom is from the Netherlands. Yeah. We are moving up to hopefully the goal is the Leiden area this summer. No, he is well aware of his squirrel factor. In his defense, he does come by it honestly. But what little bit of focus I do have usually goes poof. Oh look!
Yeah,
Oh,
as soon
that
as I
matches.
call it.
There we go.
Ooh, that actually matches.
Okay, so now the kitchen doesn't match. That's fine. Let's see if there is
We
one.
need orange. Make everything orange.
I don't know
Orange is
that
pretty.
it is, but I don't know. I just found out that orange is the national color of the Netherlands, and it's my favorite color. So it
And
was a
it's
win-win.
the house of, or there's
The
something,
royal?
the royal house of orange.
The royal's house color is yeah.
Huh.
Uh,
Wait, what's your guys' favorite color? I want to know. I want to
Okay,
know.
hold.
Aw.
You got to give people time to answer. So there's a delay between the time that you talk and then it goes through OBS and it goes out to Twitch and out to YouTube and then they come back.
Huh.
Yeah, the beige might work.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that does actually, because that kind of picks up the wall color then too, huh? Because then I could leave it that same. Wait. Okay, that was why. Nice, and then the like.
Ooh, we got a gold person. Few golds.
Huh?
Why is so many people gold?
I don't know what you mean.
I asked people, what's your favorite color? Them, gold. I've seen gold.
No, I don't think it was. No, we're talking about that. It's a beige color here.
Base up.
Yeah, I think that is pretty. Let's see. Do these come in a?
Ooh, pretty, 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 pretty in white and gold. No, white and gold.
No, that does not match.
I know, but it looks so pretty.
You can go build. Is it past 3 o'clock? Nope, not yet. You got 30 more minutes.
Exactly. I'm like, excuse me? I can. I can.
Hey.
I found your phone.
I know where
Here's
my
phone
phone is
one.
at. Thank you.
What was it, half a mile under your pillow? I don't know.
Let's
Did
see.
you tell them about how long it took you to get the surgery?
No, we didn't talk about my knee surgery.
Why not?
I mean, I don't need to always talk about it.
Yes, you do.
No.
It took you 3 years. Yes, you
Okay.
do.
Hey, please stop. Please don't turn it into an Elric show, okay? Thank you. Can you go back and play? You got 30 more minutes, and then you can play Sims. Please go.
I promise I won't stop.
Okay. Mom is trying to use a little bit of her focus. All right, let's see. That. Ooh. So many decisions. Yeah, I think I like that setup. It'll definitely need something, I think, to pop the the couch color, but that could be some accessories or something pulling it over too.
You should make an ElliSims movie.
Nah, you're. I'm not gonna talk. It didn't last for very long though.
You heard nothing.
Please stop. Okay. Let's see. I think it's too light. Please stop. Maybe that. No, that's like too mushy. I think it either needs to like pop or match. Somebody asked me the other day, like, how long does this take you to do a build? I'm like, it depends.
Mom, how long did it take you to do the bathroom?
I have.
Remember the luxury bathroom that ended up being part aquarium? Tell them about it.
I have. What did you just say about not talking?
I can't.
Exactly. And that is why Mom said you weren't going to be in here. Let's see. Yeah, if I can find one that's got that same. Let's see, which kit was that? Streamlined leather sofa. Oh, that's that. Is that Casanova Cave? Is that what that one is with the glasses? Yeah. I don't know if it came with a chair. It did not come with a chair. Why? That's another one. Why do we get a couch and no chair? So mean. All right, let's see. Something that's got. Ooh, what's the other way around? Nope. 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 It's kind of fun. Like the wood is the matching color. Not with the pink, but with the gray, maybe? I don't know. I might leave it there for right now, and then we'll let's see.
We will still be doing things when after 3.
I will probably stop streaming at 3 because that'll have been 3 hours. So that's a pretty long stream.
And they could know about my saga.
Yeah, I don't like that's not. I don't know. I think it works. I wasn't sure.
I don't know. I'll talk about this.
No. Nope. The all right. Squirrels McGee over here. Ba-dum-bum-bum. He is actually. It kind of does. Like it. I think it works. Like it's that little bit of like eclectic. Yeah, I don't know. You go to a fancy place sometimes and you see something and you're like, I don't know. I think it matches. Maybe it matches. It feels like that. I'm good with it. We're gonna leave it for now. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Which set did I end up using? Oh, that's the Simley Park ones. Let's see. keys never fit right and it always drives me crazy. Okay, weirdest personal pet peeve in The Sims ever. Why does this corner cabinet always stay up when you drop walls? Like, why? Why did they do that to me? I'm fairly certain it's like a personal insult at this point. I mean, it's probably not technically one, but you know.
Same thing.
And this one? Let's see. No, this side. That is way too big. I think these are too big for my small kitchen. I think we might just have to do like open shelves. Yeah, I can't really put a window there because we have... I mean, I could put one here, but I don't think it needs one. But we can definitely do an oven hood, though. Let's see. Nope. Meh? Does not bring joy. Nah, too industrial. Now, if that came with like a bit of orange, that would be fun. Does not come with a bit of orange, though. I do like that one, though. Is there something that does work? Is that supposed to be like chrome? This is another case of like EA, you know, swatches, man. Swatches. Ooh, boss or oracle? I don't know. Oracle sounds fun. I've never done it. Okay, I think that could work. And then we'll grab, I think, some shelving around it. I like it kind of in the wall there. There we go. Let's see. All right, I'm going to try to go a little faster. So I think I probably will not get everything decorated today. I think I will stop at 3. I love you all, but that's 3 hours of talking. That's a lot. I'm only social on the internet. So, no, I think maybe just there.
Mom, you know how it turns out. Yeah, no, you don't.
Huh?
Do you know how it's gonna turn out?
No, I don't know. That's what she's answering me because I've never done that job. So she's going to let me know how it turns out. All right, let's see.
Doing things.
Floor tiles. Do white tile in there. Brighten it up a little bit. And then...
Say do white tiles in the kitchen.
Let's see. You know what I really, really want? Oh, this was what I was thinking of the other day. I would love to have a fancy version of this sink that like sticks out from the wall that does not have all kinds of weird attachment-y stuff or sticky downy bit stuff. Because I always I like building the floating cabinet built-in kitchens, but we've only got a couple sinks that actually works with. I would like to have more. I just want, in typical Sims. Yeah, no. I only people on the internet. John laughs at me because online I am a complete chatterbox and I will talk to people all day long and it's fine. And I don't even mind streaming. It doesn't exhaust me the same way, but hanging out in person? Oh no. Oh no. that, that, that's too much. I like my husband. I mostly like my child.
It's me.
And then I hide. Uh-huh. I don't know. It's just it's more exhausting. Nope, nope, nope. Let's see. Not really. I don't know. I think it's gonna be my kid again.
Hmm?
I do like. I don't use that one a whole lot, but I do like it. I think. Let's see. That kind of picks up that dark wood again. That's kind of nice. Maybe do we have something else that picks up the dark wood? La, 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 la. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sleek bathroom is more often than not my default. I'm not gonna lie. The toilet brush, the bowl, yeah. I do really like this one too. We got this new sink with the royalty pack. Actually, that looks pretty nice in there. Um, this is like it's the same thing where I really wish I had one of these that just didn't have the bottom. So yeah, it's a nice one. It's got like it's a similar style to the sleek bathroom, but it has a little bit of nice towel detail. Like I really do think I don't know. There were so many people that were like massively downing about this kit and its build by, but honestly, I think if you think it's a repeat, you failed to look. It's really what I think. Because there is so much in this kit, in this pack. And then if you actually start getting into um, the swatches, it gets even crazier really quick. Yeah, I think this is working. Yeah, no, like if you a lot of the stuff at the royalty pack came with both the African style swatches and the noble style swatches. So there is so much there. It's a little crazy. Always a full bath shower. I am 100% that person. I
Oh,
always want the big one in there. I think that I'm just gonna have to go.
it's
It's okay. We can have one window on that side. All right. Hey, Wasabi. Okay, I am almost done for the day. We've been at this for a while, huh? But I wanted to at least get this to where we can kind of see its function. So pull those out a little bit.
then you think we're gonna have that kitchen in the Netherlands?
Nope.
Oh,
No, it is a cool kitchen though, huh?
yeah.
All right.
Well, could
We
we buy that
need.
couch?
I do like the couch.
Yeah, the
We
couch is
need
so
a light in the bathroom. Let's see.
That's the hardest part. You can't see the light. Sims can.
All right. Let's add some kitchen lighting. Something like that. I like that, but let's change the color. I think it looked better when it's like a clean neutral white. All right. Basics. And then real quick, just for sake of like, I want it there before I pause on this build. Up here was going to be our, they have a bar up here. That was a cool idea. I don't usually put bars in my builds. More often than not, I leave them out. But I thought it would be fun. This tub, this one is traditional but different. Growing together. I like it. It's a full. Devil says she looks forward to the next iteration of Liberty's story.
Yay!
Told you, you have followers.
Finally.
Um,
Is it 3 yet?
it is not 3 yet. You got 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes until I can start back on my saga.
You could go get a snack because you need a snack before then. Let's see. Ooh,
I'll tell you about my plan for the to attempt to marry the Grim Reaper since the
I-
husband died.
I told them about your Grim Reaper incident, yes.
Yeah. We tried.
Let's see, I think that's too dark.
For some reason, they just wanted to drown themselves.
The Batu bar? That looks kind of cool up there. Not quite right, though. Definitely not right. Ooh, maybe. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Pretty. That's just everything.
Kind of picks up those colors. Let's add a couple of bar stools. I think just simple ones for this. And this is fun, so there's actually still this whole internal area too that could be whatever other handiness or whatever other skills. Because that's still functional space too. Definitely needs some like front porch chairs. I know what I want. Yes. Did you see I actually built whisper nooks into the castle build for that? I love these chairs. This is a boho kit too. I'm obsessed with this kit. I admit it. It hit my happy spot of like, oh my goodness. But look at them. They actually look comfy. Like I would sit in that chair. Mm-hmm. No, it is. This one, fantastic kit. Uh-huh. I put, because I don't know. I'm hoping EA does a better job with the filters for these, but I understand how quickly this could get out of control if you had a filter for every single one of these packs. Um, but I did put on the gallery uh, rooms of each of them as I've been getting them. The only one I haven't bought is Tud's, because like, yes, it is very unique and it is very different from everything else we have in The Sims, and I understand that people are excited about that. It is just, I don't like the spacey stuff. Thank you, Wasabi. I'm excited about them. But I did put, so if you want, if you get a kit and you're like, where are all these freaking pieces? You can snag it from the gallery. And there's a room of it there that's all of them. Because right now they don't even turn yellow when you first get them. It's a little bit annoying. A lot annoying. Ah, I like that. And we could put maybe like a chess table or, a couple more chairs. Maybe a bench on this side. Yeah. Yeah, and I hope, like, I did put it on the forums and it's now tagged as like a verified bug, so hopefully that means it will actually get fixed. The whims of EA and all that. Um, oh man. I kind of like the orange ridiculous bench. Maybe that one. Maybe we won't go full orange. Yeah, I think that's fun. I do. I think this is actually going to move out to Solani. So, yeah. And now there's still more social area up here. We could put another little, like, I don't know, you could put your easel or whatever you want. Gotta milk your money. I like this one. Put a little easel over here in the corner, maybe. Or a guitar. Gonna go up here and jam out. It'd be a good spot for it. Yeah. I think what I will probably do then is save this as a lot, move it out to Solani, and then next time we will landscape it. So that way it'll be. My favorites off the marketplace, definitely the boho kit is just love. Um, I'm probably using that one and let's see. Valia's Reader's Nook. I'm definitely using a lot. Um, the other one, oh, I am running better build by, so I can't actually see them in game because it hides the marketplace icon. Hold that thought. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got this. I know where I have the pictures at. I did get the modern classic Cass one as well. I don't know. Cass is not usually a big thing for me. I get lost in Cass. Um, but I did snag it and I actually like it. It has several pieces that are kind of good fill-ins that I felt like I was missing on stuff, and especially I don't want to say sexy because it's not exactly it, but kind of that less cutesy girly version of flirty, and a little bit more like flirty, you know. Um, let's see, where is I thought I saved that as Maker Kits, but apparently I did not. Oh, here we go. I did so. Maker's Kits. All right. Yeah, Valia Reader's Nook, absolutely love. Taurus is the artsy boho bedroom. That's the other one that is phenomenal. Ba-bum-bum. Out of the rest, like it's gonna kind of depend on your build style as well. Um, I like Peacemaker Spendy. I'd like Ice Moon's set, even though I know that one's is definitely a little on the overpriced, higher price side. But she's already said that future ones will be at a lower price. So, the Spendy dining set is another really nice fill in the blank kind of one. It's got a really good art piece. Oh, that's you know what? Hold on. Which one has? Sibylle Snazzy Living Room has several really good pieces, but also its art piece is probably my favorite. Yeah, I don't know if they're actually for pets. I think it's a shelf. That's the candy one. Hydra Home Sweet Home. Um, let's see. It is. Let's see what it pulls up under. Da-da-da. Oh no, you're right. Fluffy Pup Steps. I okay. You know what? I don't actually. I thought I swear I pulled it up under shelves the other day. No. Oh, miscellaneous decor. That's where it's at. Oh, so maybe just cutesy. So I maybe not. Yeah, it is a cute idea. Yeah, they honestly like it. It's like a lot of stuff. It's going to massively depend on how you like to build because we're getting really different styled stuff, which personally I'm excited about because that's going to get us way more diversity than what EA can do, and I like that fan. I like that fan. I like that idea a lot. All right, I'm going to save that one. Okay. Phew. Yeah, and for old dogs too, definitely. All right. I Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's where mine is going right now. Cause yeah. But you know what? I don't know. I look at things and I know people. Money is definitely one of those that like it's going to be individual for everyone. Like where you're at in your life and what you can afford. Personally, as a family of three, I can't go out to eat dinner for cheaper than I can get a new expansion. So one of those is going to give me way more entertainment than the other. um, Personal preference always. So I am done for today. Thank you guys for hanging out. This was fun. So I will put it up again. Probably a couple days. I'm just kind of juggling around life schedule.
Watch the Kiddo Saga. It's gonna be back soon.
Elric says, "Don't worry, his saga will be back soon." So
Plug my computer right now.
he is very excited to go on Sims. Yeah, like, so I get it why people don't like the moolah and the microtransactions. However, so this is Ellie personal stance. Um, the buy increments. People were accusing them of like, oh well, you're forced to buy it in these oddball increments that don't match the things, but that's not true. Well, I mean, one, makers are setting the prices, not EA. EA sets the moolah, but you can buy 500 coins for 4.99, and most of the build buy kits are 500 coins. So it's not like it's the exact same. But also the whole 70/30 thing that got so many people upset about was a lot of mm, um rage baiting, honestly. It was a lot of headline posting really dramatic information that wasn't accurate and it wasn't complete. And so, like, what the 70/30 just doesn't pay attention to is that it's actually like a 40/30/30 because of taxes and fees. And EA is eating the vast majority of bank fees, but there are also things like protecting con makers from chargebacks and from collections and from dealing with so many things that are a reality of dealing with e-commerce. I sell stuff. I know what this is like. But also most of the makers I've talked to are basically viewing this as paid advertising. Like it's not that they expect this to replace Patreon or anything like that. They're not going to make big bucks. However, more people have seen Valia's work since she put that kit up than ever did when it was just on her Patreon. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my soapbox. Or my anti soapbox, I guess. I really don't like rage baiting. I don't care what people decide. Make your own choices. We're all adults. That's great.
Hey, most of us.
Most of us are adults. Uh, I just don't like when people are running around yelling a bunch of false information and making it sound like things. So, but yes, I will put up a post again and we'll plan on doing the landscape. Now I'm gonna go figure out where to put it. So, have fun. Thank you guys for hanging out. This was awesome. I am like, yeah, you can find me on all of the things. So, I will talk to y'all later.